Hi everyone, Chris Lippincott here from Montclair Medium. So happy to join you again. Remember, we're going to be doing this every Wednesday afternoon at around 5:30. So one of the things that really wanted to do was welcome you all here, because as we do every Wednesday afternoon at around 5:30. One of the things that we do is we talk all about spirit, we talk all about spirituality, we talk all about the benefits of trying to connect with spirit, whether that's just you and spirit one-on-one, or whether you're trying to learn more about spirit, or just improve your own interactions with that energy that's around you that maybe you're not sure about. Um, One of the things I really wanted to talk about today was the benefits of meditation. We kind of touched on that last week, but I really wanted to kind of dive in deep into meditation today, kind of go down the rabbit hole, as it were, and to really kind of go into meditation and discuss more about the benefits, the intricacies, the hurdles, because a lot of people obviously have hurdles they have to overcome, and what are some other ways that we can use meditation to really kind of help us going forward. One of the things that's important about meditation, obviously, is that it helps us to focus. And in this kind of hectic day and age that we've got, we need to focus. We need to really find ourselves getting into a place where we're centered, we're grounded, but we're focused. And meditation really helps us to focus. And I think one of the things that's important about focusing is it really kind of helps us calm down. We're all, all hyped up. We're all interacting. We're all trying to figure out what are we going to do next. We're all thinking about 20,000 things. How is it that we can calm ourselves down and focus on one thing at a time? Not focus on all the things that we could have, should have done in the past, because that's hindsight and nothing you can do about the past, and not stressing over the things that you got to do in the future. Because more often than not, you can't really do anything about the future. It's not really anything that you can really say for certain is going to happen. You can certainly try to plan on it, but there's always going to be something that comes up. So the only thing you can really do is focus on the now. And if you focus on the now, if you focus on what's happening here, now, present, be present. Be mindful of the present, what's going on. And meditation helps you do that. And one of the most common things, complaints that I get about meditation is that people have a difficulty quieting their minds. A lot of people feel that they need to just silence their minds. They feel like it has to be perfectly silent, and that they cannot think a single thing. Well, that would be physically impossible. The human mind was never built that way. The human brain doesn't think that way. We all have thoughts. If we didn't have thoughts, then we wouldn't be alive. What we can do, however, is we can focus our thoughts. And there's the idea of focus again, right? So sometimes we'll be getting different thoughts in. We'll be getting things, oh God, Christ, I should have paid the bill yesterday, or boy, the cat's got to get fed, or what am I going to do tomorrow? Or, what food do I need, or whatever it is. You get random thoughts kind of floating in. That's okay. When you're beginning your meditation, just let the thoughts come, acknowledge them as they come in, and then just let them go. Think of them kind of like a subway car, right? You got a subway coming in, got a whole bunch of cars attached to it. One car comes in, let it go. Another car comes in, let it go. You just don't step on the car, right? You don't get in. You just stay on the platform and watch it go by. So as you let one thought go in, you don't get on and ruminate about it. You just observe it, acknowledge it, and let it go. And you get back to what it was that you were trying to do. And one of the benefits of, let's say, visualization meditation or transcendental meditation or any number of other different types of meditation is that they're really focusing on centering their mind, centering their concentration. Uh, Quite often you'll hear people talk about breathing. And why do they talk about breathing? It's the only way they can focus. For example, if I was to walk you through a meditation and I was to say, all right, sit down, allow your muscles to get relaxed, feel yourself sitting in a chair, close your eyes, get comfortable, and I started to walk you through this meditation, I'd begin to walk you down a meditation to the point where I'd have you focusing on your breathing. For example, feel the chest rise as you inhale, feel the chest fall as you exhale, and we slowly repeat that. And over time, you start to focus on your breath. You start to focus on the natural rhythm of your breath. And as you start to feel that, then you become centered in a place that's more relaxed. You're not focusing on all these random thoughts that are coming in. You're more focused on internal thoughts. You're more focused on what are the thoughts that are going to get you centered, calm, and relaxed. And then combine that with the visualization, for example. And if you want to have different ways to really get your meditation much deeper, start to visualize one image that's really going to benefit you. Let's say, for example, you want to, one of the best meditations I know, for example, is sitting in the power, where you're literally visualizing the energy within as a small ball of white light. And you start to see that small ball of white light begin to expand throughout your chest, throughout your body, spreading out into your room, and you imagine that there's more white light, giant white light covering your entire room, and you just see that ball of light expanding farther and farther and farther and wider and higher, and eventually you see it expanding out into the universe. And all the while you're visualizing this entire situation where this light just keeps on growing and expanding, and you just feel yourself growing and expanding. It's almost like partially like an out-of-body experience, right? You're allowing yourself to get out of yourself, to get out of your mind, get out of the way. Another visualization meditation might be just visualizing yourself walking through perhaps a soft grassy field. Imagine the sounds that are around you. Maybe you hear birds in the background. Maybe you see a blue sky, puffy clouds. You look at the colors of the blades of the grass. You walk up, perhaps there's a garden. Look at all the different colors and the smells of the flowers nearby. What's the texture? What's the aroma? What's the beauty, the concept of perhaps the garden? And then you progress into the forest from there. Start to see the different leaves, the different trees, the different floor of the forest. You start walking through the forest. Maybe there's a path in front of you. What kind of path is it? Maybe you're seeing a dirt path. Maybe it's a path that's covered with moss. Whatever it is that you feel is something that's soothing to you, it's got to resonate with you. You progress forward and go through this forest. Maybe you come out of the forest and in front of you there's this beautiful lake, this crystal clear lake, and beyond the lake there are these mountains covered in snow. Again, it's all a visualization. It's all part of your meditation. And the more that you sit in this meditation, the more relaxed and comfortable you feel. Now, another aspect of meditation is that people think, oh, I don't have enough time to meditate. Now I have to sit there for 30 minutes or an hour, and I don't have that much time. You don't need to sit in meditation for 30 minutes or an hour. What's more important than the quantity is actually the quality. So I would argue that it's quality over quantity, and definitely consistency. So if you were to meditate 10 or 15 minutes a day, every day, you would have such a improved meditative practice than if you were to say, okay, I'm going to meditate for 30 minutes every other week. It's not going to help you. It's the consistency. As you get your mind into a meditative practice, that's where the mind starts to pick up on being centered, being relaxed, being able to focus. You're now able to think, I want to be focused. And over time, again, this is not going to be something that is going to happen immediately. It's not going to be something that happens just because you want it to happen. It's going to happen over a course of months. It's a practice. If you feel that you have to have something occur right away, that's not going to happen. And I'll give you an example for me. When I first started meditating, 6, 7, 8 years ago, whenever it was, I didn't really know quite what was going to happen. I just knew that when I started meditating, I found a meditation that to me was really relaxing. I was using meditation as a way to calm myself down. I was using meditation as a way to really reduce the stress, remove the stress, find a way to that I could separate work from my life at home, ruining my family life. So I had to find a way to de-stress. So what I eventually found was a specific meditation that I found that was not too funky, it wasn't too weird, because I didn't think that meditation was going to work, so I was kind of skeptical. So I found a really low-key, calm, cool meditation that worked for me. And again, it's got to work for you. It's got to resonate with you. It's got to be something that you say, I like this meditation, I'm going to stick with it. So each person's unique. Find whatever it is that works for you. But for me, I found one that was really low-key, really calm. It was only 10 minutes, and I did it every day before I went to work, thinking that, okay, I'll be calm, I'll be chill, I'll go to work, I'll be relaxed, I'll be able to handle all the stresses at work. And I did this every day, and I started to really enjoy it. I was like, I really like this meditation. Sure enough, I liked it so much that I kind of became addicted to it. And because I was doing it every day before work, it happened that I was doing it day after day, month after month, quarter after quarter, until by the time I realized I was 12 months into it, that's when all of a sudden everything changed for me. And that's a whole other story. But the point is that consistency is what did it. And in the beginning, it took me a couple of weeks to kind of stop fidgeting. That's another complaint. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm always fidgeting," or "Oh, I can't sit still." That's okay. In the beginning, that's going to be totally normal. In the beginning, you're going to feel like I can't concentrate, or I got all these thoughts going through my head, or I'm too fidgety, or I don't have enough time. These are either A, excuses, or B, it's just the fact that you haven't done it consistently enough yet. You've got to give it time. Give it a bunch of weeks. You'll find that after maybe, 2-3 weeks of doing it consistently, even that 10 or 15 minutes, do it on a daily basis. Give it a month. 10 minutes every day for a month, and find out where you are at the end of that month. At the end of that 30-day period, if you've been meditating 10 to 15 minutes every single day, and do it in whatever way resonates with you, breathing, visualization, or a transcendental meditation, or any kind of guided meditation, that's another thing I'll get to, is it doesn't have to be silent. Just do this 10 or 15 minutes a day for 30 days, you'll be shocked. hey, wow, I can actually do this. This is something I can follow through on. And then do it another 30 days. And then do it for 30 more days. And you'll find that every subsequent 30 days, your practice of meditation gets better and better and better. And you can sit more and more and more. You enjoy it more. And there'll be times where you'll be looking forward to meditation so much. This will be something like, I really want to have a great meditation. I really want to have something where, um, you know, you really want to be able to talk about and think about and just kind of be. So that's very important. Um, One of the things that I wanted to also kind of touch on was when you're meditating, a lot of people say, like, I don't like sitting in the silence. Well, that's okay. You don't have to sit in the silence. If you want to be connected to a meditation where it's a guided meditation, that's great because that removes the onus from you. It puts the onus on somewhere else. You just go along passively for the ride. You're there and you're just allowing yourself to be guided smoothly, gently into this very calm state. So if you find a guided meditation that really works for you, you'll enjoy it. You'll come to the realization that, hey, this is kind of fun. I'm looking forward to doing my next meditation. Don't look at it as a chore. Look at it as kind of like an escape. Look at it as kind of like, wow, I really enjoy this. I really want to do this. This is something that makes me feel good, right? Um, so I would think that you'd really want to be able to do that. Now let me see if I can take some of your questions here. Give me a second as I try to get the. Whoop, this is not working the way I wanted it to. Hold. Anyway, one of the things that I definitely wanted to continue to talk about was how can we get our meditative practice so that it's really working with our spirituality. To some people, that puts them off. They don't want to tie their meditation to spirituality. They think spirituality is a little bit far-fetched. Some people feel that spirituality is something that's off-putting. But the definition of spirituality is an individual relationship. It's one's individual relationship with a higher power, whatever you want to define that higher power to be. It could be your higher self. It could be source or God or universal energy, whatever name you want to attribute it to. It could just be the universe itself, the energy that circulates around in the universe. It could be universal consciousness, something that not Freud, but I'm forgetting his name now. One of the other famous psychiatrists. But you could put any name to it you want. It's the relationship that you've got with the power that's larger than you, because we certainly don't control the world ourselves, right? Where it's not like we're the ones that are controlling things. So there's obviously something bigger than us. So whatever it is that you feel you're connecting to, that's what spirituality is, because it's your individual connection. It's not some rule or creed or dogma that somebody else is telling you what to think or do or believe. It's your individual connection. It's you and that other energy. And that's where meditation really helps, because it helps you calm your mind, focus your mind. You may find that during the course of your meditation, that as you're getting deeper in meditation, you're progressing along your meditative practice, that you're starting to perhaps see images, see colors, feel things, feel energy. Um, and none of this is by chance, because what's happening is your mind is beginning to open to an awareness that it didn't have before. It becomes aware of other energies, other life forces, other realities that we weren't aware of previously in our material existence. I think I spoke last time about what quantum physics has proven to us about energy, right? Is that quantum physics has shown us that 99.9999% of everything in existence is empty space. And that empty space is nothing but energy. It's vibration. It's kind of like the Matrix, right? It's like the chair that we're sitting in is not actually a hard, solid thing. It's actually, if you get deep, deep down into it in the subatomic level, you'll see that it's this empty space that's filled with energy, and that energy is at a vibration. So everything around us is vibration, vibrating energy. And you, for example, you take a carbon atom, you look at the nucleus, expand the nucleus to the size of a golf ball, and its electron is over 2 miles away. Everything in between the nucleus and the electron in that 2 miles, that is empty space. That's energy. That's vibration. And that's what we're all dealing with. So we're dealing with vibration, energy, and that's why we start to become aware of a bigger reality, because the reality that we're sitting in right now is actually the illusion. We have the illusion of looking at our chairs and saying, oh, that's a material thing. That's a solid thing. You go close enough into it and you realize what we thought we saw is not really what's there. Same thing in the universe. Look at the universal scale. We look out in the stars and we say, boy, there's a lot of stars out there. You start to expand and you start to realize that the distance between two stars is so much more vast than we ever thought. We're like, oh my gosh, the distance is far greater than we ever imagined. So again, the scale is the same. It's just like the 99.9% distance. It's all energy. So it allows us, meditation allows us to become aware, more aware of a greater reality than we presently have right now. So it allows you to be more contemplative. It allows you to become aware of different realities, greater realities, different energies. And that, as a result, helps you become a little bit more encompassing and allowing for your own personal spirituality in relationship with a higher force that you may have a relationship with, a personal relationship with yourself. And you may come into contact with other feelings, other energies, other realities. Some people have had experiences where they've gone off and they've had out-of-body experiences. Some people have had experiences where they've had a direct connection with a loved one in spirit, or they've had a connection. Some people have had connections with beings they feel are from the angelic realm. And again, it comes down to your own personal belief. What's your belief system? What's your personal connection to that higher power? And it goes to every level. Whatever it is, meditation really helps you expand your mind and your thoughts, as it takes you out of the constricting, illusory mindset to a broader connection. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that today. Last time I went over, so today I wanted to kind of stop it there. So we just had a perfect amount of time. And I'll be back next time at the same time, Wednesday at 5:30 Eastern. And I'm going to be doing this every week. and trying to be connecting with you and give you some of the information and try to answer a lot of your questions that I get on different topics that seem to be very frequent, very popular. So I hope this was helpful. If it is, let me know down in the comments. And if you like it, subscribe. And I'll be back with you next week. So look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.